The lack of contentment. You know, contentment really means the ability to be happy regardless of your circumstances. Whether you have a little or much, whether you live in a large house or you're a small one-bedroom apartment, be contented with what you have and work from there. We cannot keep up with the Joneses. You know, content, it doesn't mean that you have to roll over and play dead. It doesn't mean that you're not going to work hard. That's not what it means. Because when challenging and opposition come your way, you're going to work hard and do your best. You know, the story is told of a business owner in Texas. He had a little store, and so this big chain decided they were going to build a big store. And so they were pressuring this little man to go ahead and sell out his store, and he said, no, he didn't want to sell his shop. So the national chain bought all of the property surrounding the store. But the little guy refused to sell. He refused to be intimidated. And so the representative from the corporation said to him, if you don't sell us, we're going to build around you and drive you out of business. But the shop owner said, go ahead, I'm not going to sell. True to his word, when the corporation built a large, massive store that stretched out on both sides of his small store. And so when the new facility was ready to open, the owner put up a large sign announcing grand opening. And so this little man in his small store looked up and saw the sign. And so he decided he's going to put up his own sign. And so this funky little shop owner countered with a banner stretching across the front of his entire store, which read, Main Entrance. So God will tell you what to do in those challenging times. Doesn't mean rolling over. He was not going to give up.
That's a good one.
I want to tell you that lack of contentment is a sin. It is a sin. The Bible says that. Lack of contentment is a sin. What are you doing? Why don't you take an analysis of yourself? What are you currently doing in your life that you know that you cannot afford yet continue? Why do you stop and think? What are you currently doing? Are you leasing an automobile or purchasing something that you cannot afford? Think about it. Are you spending too much money on eating out, or spending too much money on paying a car note? Are you buying too many expensive clothes? Are you spending too much money on luxury items? Are you eating lunches at fancy restaurants? Are you having a cellular phone, a page, or a cable television that you could clearly live without? What are you doing currently that you cannot afford? We have to learn to make adjustments. It's a part of life. You talk about the game, you watch the game and two teams are playing, when they get to the second half, if something is not working, the coach has to make an adjustment. You got to make an adjustment in your life. If your income is not the same, you got to adjust. Make adjustments. Be real. Genuine, lasting commitment, contentment does not come on a delivery truck. I'm going to tell you that. So I don't care, it doesn't matter what they deliver, that is not going to make you contented, because the more we get, there always seems to be something more that we could have. We have to learn the difficult discipline. We have to learn the difficult discipline, because this word has become lacking in the English language. You have to learn the discipline of saying no. That word is like it's not in the English language anymore. No. They can't get everything they want. We can't have everything. We have to learn to say no. No, I cannot do it. No, we're not going to go there. No, we're going to say we cannot do that right now. No, that is not essential. We have to learn that word. We have to relearn that word. Just open your mouth and say no. It's not a bad word. It's kind of free. You know you can't do it. No. The advertising industry spends millions of dollars on marketing to us. I know you turn the TV on and there's marketing to us. Everywhere you turn, you go to the bathroom, there's a hat on the wall. You listen to the radio, you walk on the street, they're just marketing to us. What we need to do, beloved friends, we need to turn the TV off. Turn it off. Turn it off. If you turn it off for a week and watch your content and let it go. And nobody's marketing to you. Stay out of the mall. Seriously, stay out of the mall. If you are an alcoholic trying to stop drinking, you don't go to the bar. So if you're a shopaholic, you can't go shop lusting at the mall, or you cannot keep the habit. You need to turn the TV off and stay away from the mall. Try to find your family somewhere in the house. They're in here somewhere. I guarantee you, if you look hard enough, you'll find them. You'll find them if you look hard enough. How long has it been? How long has it been since you and your family members spent an evening together without the television? You know, it has been statistically proven that kids who do well in school and stay out of trouble sit down at least one meal a day together with their families with the TV off. Amazing. Kids who sit at home, have at least one meal per day with their family, they usually stay out of trouble and they do better. It's amazing what a relationship can do when they sit and they talk. That is becoming lacking in our society today because we just have the TV blaring. The point I'm really making here is to say that we have to do something radical to lower the impact of this stuff on our family. It is destroying our family. See if your desire for stuff don't drop when you get rid of all those marketing. Your desire for stuff will go down when you turn the TV off. You realize that your debt will go out and your saving will go up. Contentment will keep you out of debt. You will be content with what you have and what God is doing through your life. Real contentment is found in the spiritual life and in faith in God. A sense of contentment will come and will cause your personal relationship to prosper. Worry and fear and envy are unwelcome in a home that is filled with contentment. I am convinced that contentment is the most important financial principle that you could discover. God has provided. Today, global economic crisis, we find ourselves in the middle of the most challenging situation, and many of us have experienced in our lifetime. Let us not get discouraged, because the purpose of this is not to really get us discouraged. The Bible is filled with hope and faith and how to live and to face adversity. Today we are struggling to varying degrees as we go through the current economic crisis. Some of us have lost jobs. Some of us have lost homes, retirement accounts. Thank you. Some of us have lost something of value. These kinds of hard times can really shake our faith. And to make us ask hard questions. But as people of faith, we need a divine perspective to get us through. In the Bible, there are several Old Testament and New Testament famines. But in the midst of each of them, God supernaturally provided for his people. All I'm saying to us today is that whatever your situation is, God can meet your need. God can meet your need. God provided for Abraham in the time of famine.